Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Hawa Shah, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Hawa Shah, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Raha Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone, who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. This is your brother, Yakar Abin from Great Millstone, Houston, back with another lesson. You know, uh, uh, I just got a couple of scriptures I want to go over because, you know, the scriptures outline the wicked of the earth as being Esau, Edom, and you know, people act like it's hard to define or hard to see who this man is. Esau, Edom is the so-called white man. He rules by the sword. You know, he takes shit. You know, he's all over the earth doing shit. He's all, but everybody wants to point the finger at everybody else though. When you start calling out the white man for his atrocities, you know, and filtering them through the scriptures, then you know, oh no, it's somebody else. That can't be the that can't be I can't be Esau. There's no way. Well, we're gonna see. Okay, this is we're gonna start out here in Habakuk. It says, this is Habakkuk starting at verse 2, chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me, the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. The Lord's name is Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. And his son's name is Yahweh Shah, which means he is the deliverer. He is the deliverer. So, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So the just is Jacob, and behold, his soul, which is not upright in him, is Esau, Edom. You know, Esau, Edom. We can get that in Romans, Romans 9. Romans 9. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done, oh, this is Romans 9 and 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So, you know, the Most High ordained who was going to be good and who was going to be evil. You know, it says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And the Lord created Esau, Edom, to be hated. You know, he created him to be the devil that he is. I mean, and that's simply what it is. It's simply what it is. You can't get around what the Heavenly Father has done with Esau, Edom. I mean, he can't get out of it. He can't hide. You know, at the end, it's going to speak. So Esau, Edom is that wicked one. It says, it says Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, it will surely come, it will not tarry. So here we're at the end, and the vision is speaking. It says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So Esau's soul is not upright. It said, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. Yeah, he transgresseth by wine, meaning philosophies, his way of life, the way that he lives. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. Yeah, he enlarges his desire as the grave, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. He gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. I mean, and who on the planet has done this? Who on the planet has done this? Who on the planet has enlarged his desire, and every time he comes into a land, guess what? Death and destruction. And he can't be satisfied. He wants everything. And he gathers unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Let's look. Let's look. Okay. Let's look at the definition of colonization. Okay, it says colonization, the act or process of settling among or establishing control over the indigenous people of an area. So, colonization, I guess, by its very definition, would be, you know, what, what does the scripture just say? Gathering unto him all nations, and heaping unto him all people, you know, enlarging his desire. Okay, so let's look. The Berlin Conference, the Berlin Conference was Africa's undoing in more ways than one. The colonial powers, okay, so the colonial powers superimposed their domains on the African continent. By time independence returned to Africa in 1950, the realm had acquired a legacy of potential fragmentation that could never be eliminated nor made to operate satisfactorily. Okay, so let's look at this. It says in 1884, at the request of Portugal, German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck called together. Oh, Flocky. Let's go back. Called together the major Western powers of the world to negotiate questions and end confusion over the control of Africa. Bismarck appreciated the opportunity to expand Germany's sphere and influence over Africa and hoped to force Germans' rivals to struggle with one another for territory. At the time of the Berlin Conference, 80% of Africa remained under traditional and local control. What ultimately resulted was a hodgepodge of geometric boundaries that divided Africa into 50 irregular countries. This new map of the continent was superimposed over 1,000 indigenous cultures and the regions of Africa. The new countries lacked rhyme or reason and divided coherent groups of people and merged desperate groups who did not get along. Salakia, countries represented at the Berlin Conference. It says 14 countries were represented by a plethora of ambassadors when the Berlin Conference opened in Germany on November 15th, 1884. The countries represented at the time included Austria Hungary, Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Great Britain, Italy, the Netherlands, Portugal, Russia, Spain, Sweden, Norway. It says unified from 1814 to 1905. Turkey, and the United States of America. Of these 14 nations, France, Germany, Great Britain, and Portugal were the major players in the Berlin Conference, controlling most of the colonial Africa at that time. So, okay, doesn't this, by very definition, I mean, so these were all Edomite nations. These were all Edomite nations. So, all Edomite nations, you know, colonized Slovakia. All Edomite nations were in on it when they colonized Africa. I mean, where was that? Yeah. So all of these Edomite nations went in and took and enlarged that which is not his. Okay, so let's look at another one. Okay, South America was colonized. So going back to that definition, colonization, action or process of settling among or establishing control over the indigenous people of an area. So, Slovakia, South America. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Yeah, South America was colonized exclusively by two Central Iberian powers. Spain colonized the western part of South America, and Portugal colonized the east coast of what is present day Brazil. Two more Edomite countries, or two of the same Edomite countries. Yeah, so called white man. Okay, well let's see where else. Where else did this happen? Uh, uh, Here we go. It says the British settlement of Australia began as a penal colony governed by a captain of the Royal Navy. So the Edomites sent all of their damn criminals to Australia. They said, you know what, we don't want to deal with them. We're gonna send our criminals over there to somebody else's land. Come on. So Edomites again, Edomite countries. Okay. Let's. Oh, here's another one. It says, starting here, it says during this time, the European empires of Spain, Portugal, Britain, France, Russia, the Netherlands, and Denmark and Sweden began to explore and claim the Americas, its natural resources, and human capital, leading to the displacement, disestablishment, and enslavement, and even genocide of the indigenous peoples in the Americas. So, I mean, so these Edomites have been, I mean, they're playing out. The vision is speaking, you know, the vision is speaking. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home. So he don't stay at home, you know, because his land's not even in Europe or Western Asia. His land's in Mount Seir. And it says, who enlargeth his desire, Slakia, as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Woe, meaning destruction. The Lord is saying destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That thick clay is dead. You know, we'll get that. I bought yacht. It says weight of pledges, heavy debts. Something pledged, collectively pawn goods, thick clay. Yeah. So, I mean, this is Habakkuk 2 and 7. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. So, your Esau's rulership is coming to an end. Esau's rulership is coming to an end because the nations are mad. The nations are mad because of the things that he's done. He's got a shameful history. He's got a shameful history, but it was prophesied to happen, and right here in the scriptures, we're finding out who this is. We're, who has done these things? Who's who's doing them? It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They all lumped in together. They're not different. Just because they cousins don't mean that they're, one can be saved and one can't. No, the Esau, Edom is the wicked of the earth. Just because one lives in Russia and one lives in Spain, they're still cousins. You see all of the nations that were involved in this colonization. You know, you know, hey, it is what it is. But and we're never to trust this dude. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, Salakia, Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 8. It says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. So, who furthers the affliction of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? I mean, who? Esau Edom. Esau Edom is your enemy, as stated in Psalms the 83rd chapter. Esau Edom is your enemy, along with the other heathen nations, but him being the main one, since only two nations of people were prophesied to have control over the earth: Jacob and Esau, and Esau's rulership is coming to an end. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 9, Ecclesiasticus, Salakia, Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 9. It says, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. Okay, so when Jacob was prospering in the Americas, what did the enemies do? They call it they colonized. Well, even in modern day, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and all of these flood towns. Whenever Jacob started doing good, guess what? Esau Edom came in. He was vexed. He was mad. He came in and destroyed everything. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." It says, though he humbles himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Like, you know, he's gonna come in with smooth words. Yeah, he's gonna come in with smooth words, just like he did with the natives. Okay, we're gonna come in and take your land. You're gonna teach us uh, how to farm the land, how to live. What animals to eat, and then guess what? We're gonna give you smallpox blankets to try and kill you off, so we can take it over. I mean, his track record. I mean, the receipts are all through history, and he's trying to hide the receipts, but it's there. He was proud of it. He was proud of what he had done, you know. But hey, now it's coming out. The vision is speaking. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he have lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Okay, so now he's the Americans. Now he's the South Africans. Now he's the Australians. Now he's the Europeans, because guess what? He overthrew those people, and now he's standing up in their place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So it's like, hey, if you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. If you fuck around with Esau, guess what? You're gonna get burned every time. He's never been for your good. He's never been for your good. And now, he's trying to say peace and safety. He's trying to say, hey, we're all in this together. But the whole time, he's been showing you that he hates you. The whole time, you know, never trust thine enemy. And he is your main enemy. He is your main enemy. He's been trying to kill you ever since, the blessing which was ordained by the Most High was given to you. So that being said, I like to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKadosh. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I hope this lesson is edifying to the elect. Shalom.